The overall mission of IIA is simply to teach and preach Islam for all, for adults, for children, for Muslims and non-Muslims alike, for all segments of our community, and even other people who come from outside our community. That is the basic mission of the Islamic Institute of America.
A lot of questions I've always had about Islam, he'll sometimes preach and speak about it here. You know, he'll like speak about like the importance of praying in a masjid. And that's what brought me here a lot of times. During Maghrib Salah, I sometimes used to come during a Salah, right? Dar Asr, sometimes I'm more busy during the mornings, but he kind of spoke it in a way like how important it is to pray in the house of God instead of just praying in your own home.
I had this fear and this like intimidation of mosques in general, and I had never felt that comfort when going to the mosque. Like it would be scary, you know, especially because we only went to the mosques when we were attending funerals. When I got on this path more deeply and I started to crave like somewhere to go for guidance, for more connection, and I just wanted to go somewhere that I would feel is like comforting and where I can just be myself, and everywhere that I've been on this path where I'm not going to feel judged.
We all have struggles in life, whether it be financial, emotional, personal, on whatever levels. And, you know, most people when they struggle, they turn to God. And coming to the IIA, regardless of what struggle you're going through, because of how the community is that comes here and how welcoming they are, it helps fill any voids that you could possibly have.
So what I find at the IIA that is different from anywhere else that I've ever been is that this institute feels like home. And immediately when you walk in through that door, it feels like your family is there to greet you, people that you've known your whole life. And when I first entered, I didn't know any of these people, but in my heart, it really felt like they were my family. And that's what gravitates me towards this institute, and it's what made me came back and be a part of this community for so many years.
When I first came to the IIA, my first impression was the people. I walk into the IIA and I see all of these people working together. I wanted to contribute more. Like this wasn't enough. I wanted to do more for this community. It seems that they were very passionate about what they were working on, and I really wanted to help out. And it was here where I found my place in this community, and I felt I really belonged here. Now, this was at a time where I was really going through a lot of difficulties. I felt like I wanted to better my relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and I feel like the IIA really did that for me, to volunteer, to give back to my community. And I feel like it really helped me better my relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and my Imam.
What distinguishes IIA is that we focus on the future. And when I say the future, I mean the young generation, the young brothers and sisters who were born and raised in this country. They now feel a sense of belonging to this mosque.
And I feel like a lot of people are searching for that sense of belonging. They're searching for a sense of, you know, finding somewhere where they can feel like, you know, they're a part of something bigger. And I feel like the IIA is a great place for that opportunity.
And that's what I felt with the IIA. I always felt on every part of my journey like I had a place to go to just sit, be, exist, learn, guidance. Like the scholars were so accessible, the IIA so accessible. There was never once that I needed something and they weren't available.
We have programs catered for them, where they feel that they are an integral part of this institution.
You know, back then, I used to always wonder, wallah, because my faith, like I wasn't as into it as much. I'd go to the majlis during Ashura, and I'd see people crying. And I never like, oh, why are you crying? Like, but I would be like, how are they crying? Like, I don't know why I don't feel this. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel this. And I remember I came during Ashura and I, cried for the first time when they were speaking Sukaina. Every time I speak about Sukaina, it breaks my heart. Or even, Hazrat Abbas alayhi salam, like it breaks my heart.
And everybody was feeling the same way. Nobody in that room was not crying. The Muharram program was just, I can't even it's just hard to put into words. I don't know how to even say it, to do it justice. It was just so moving, and being in my abaya there, it just further confirmed this is where I belong. And every night I would be so excited to wear it, to go to these programs. And so by the time the programs were done for those 10 days, I was okay, I'm gonna do it, khalas, that's the decision maker for me. The IIA played a huge role in my decision to commit to the abaya.
In October of 2025, my dad had been suffering from stage 4 pancreatic cancer, and one thing that really stood out to me that the IIA and Sayyid Hassan Qazwini did was they came and visited me at the hospital. They visited my family, they visited my father. And he saw him on his very last day, and he read him the Shahada, and he arranged that his bed be facing the Qibla. And that's something that I will never forget.
If someone was considering to attend the IIA for the first time, I would tell them that you could pick out anyone in that building, anyone in the institute, and they would all have a special story to tell. Whether it's myself, my team members, anyone in that building, they would all have such a special story to share. And to me, that speaks volumes, and that will bring them here to the IIA. They will want to have their own special story to tell.
If the IIA and the youth group, the NYC, were not present, our kids would really be at a loss, because where would they turn?
My message to the entire community that each one of you have a stake in this place, and there is a place for you. Regardless of your age, regardless of the level of education, regardless of your ethnicity, and regardless of your background. This masjid is open for all Muslims.